it started with 100. Now Baltimore City says they are ready to roll out the next few thousand vaccines. WMER2 News' Abby Isaacs gives us an in-depth look at the city's distribution plan.
Before today's vaccine rollout, the city had to make sure those administering the vaccines already had their first doses. Well, now they're ready.
Though we're seeing vaccine, the supply is still limited.
With limited supply, the Baltimore City Health Department has laid out a multi-tiered plan to roll out vaccinations. Aside from hospital-based healthcare workers and nursing home staff and residents, which get separate allocations and are not vaccinated by the city, the health department's first tier focuses on public health vaccinators. Last week, the city administered its first 100 doses to those individuals. And today, the city moved into its pod vaccination structure, which means there's a physical location where people will go to get the vaccine.
We've received a second batch of 2,600 doses last week, and we will begin using those doses today to vaccinate healthcare workers and our first responders.
The health commissioner says they're prioritizing those with frequent COVID-19 exposure who cannot work from home or control social distancing. For instance, as of last week, the Baltimore City Fire Department had 211 employees under quarantine for COVID-19. Tier 2 also includes COVID-19 testing staff and Baltimore City Field Hospital staff. People at risk of exposure, like law enforcement and dentists, are included in Tier 3A. And Tier 3B includes public health staff that may be able to telework or control social distancing, like physical therapists and community health workers. Because the city health department finds out weekly how many doses they will get, there's no timeline on how quickly vaccines will be deployed. But the city health commissioner says they have staff ready.
Maryland Response has provided us with a number of clinical volunteers to help with support. We have clinical staff as well within the health department.
The rollout comes as Baltimore City is seeing COVID cases trending down, a 19% decrease from 4 weeks ago.
I'm cautiously optimistic about our trends based on what we've seen from the cases. However, what we have consistently seen is spikes in cases following holidays like Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, and Christmas.
This Friday will make 4 weeks that indoor and outdoor dining has been shut down. And Mayor Brandon Scott says they're evaluating what is necessary moving forward.
We will look at the data and make a decision based off health data and health data alone. This is a health emergency.
Scott will give an update on the current or any new restrictions on Friday. In Baltimore, Abby Isaacs, WMAR2 News.